What is going on, everyone? This is Zach back here with another episode of Clutch Crew Sports. And here in today's episode, we have for you guys Mock Draft 2.0 by the crew. And this time we do have trades. So we have a different draft order and we have trades as a possibility. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoy. And now let me introduce you to the rest of the crew.
What's going on, guys? This is Eric, your ranting co-host here. Definitely excited to be doing another mock draft and just ready for the draft to be here on Thursday. Little disappointed I'm not getting to draft for the Jaguars in this mock draft, but I'm still going to have a lot of fun regardless, and looking forward to seeing what happens here with trades and whatnot.
What is on, guys? It is going on, guys. It is Connor, the co-host with the most, and I'm excited for this because I stirred up a little bit of trouble last time we did this 2.0 with my trades, trading the number one overall pick, and I made another trade that, in hindsight, didn't really help out the Jaguars. I thought it was helping them at the time, but it didn't in the long run, depending on who I got. But I'm excited to do this, and maybe I'll shake things up a little bit more with some of the trades that I might happen to make this draft.
What's up, guys? It's Nate here. I'm looking forward to doing this draft. Like the guy said, it should be a little bit more exciting this time, so you can kind of make some more unexpected decisions and have to kind of think on our feet, like the real GMs are going to have to do in a couple nights here. So looking forward to see how it all shakes out tonight.
Yeah, and there's been no talk before the draft about any trades and stuff, so this is going to be purely, when it happens, we'll see what happens or doesn't happen. But yeah, mock draft is what we're going to be doing tonight on this episode. But I do want to bring to everybody's attention, our YouTube live stream for the draft is still going to happen. We're going to try and be live 10, 15 minutes before the draft starts. So if you go to the Clutch Crew Sports YouTube channel, you might be watching this on YouTube already, or if you're listening on a podcast app, go check us out on YouTube, and we will be going live on the day of the draft. We're going to be covering all the first round picks live as they happen. So this Thursday in a couple days here, it's going to be a lot of fun. The whole crew is going to be on. We might have some people come and go, but it's going to be a fun night to hang out with you guys and interact, and I'm really excited for this, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Going to be sure to mention that everyone's going to be a Hall of Famer as soon as they get picked, just like they do on the big shows.
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to give my honest thoughts. So I'm not going to. That's another reason to maybe watch us instead of the real draft. Is we're going to give our unbiased, thoughts. If our team makes a pick we don't like, we're not going to pretend to put a smile on. We'll tell you how we feel, and even for the teams we don't like, we'll judge the picks as they come in. So,
if the Jaguars go and take Trey Lance number one, you're going to be hearing it.
Don't even say that, man.
You're going to be hearing it from Eric and Zach.
Let's not be speaking things like this into
if that happens,
now,
that video is going to go viral. I'm just saying. It's going to go viral.
I think this moment, like this clip from this episode, will go viral, like me predicting that.
Oh, God. All right. So, yeah. Draft live stream in a couple days. Let's get this mock draft 2.0 started with trades. The draft order for tonight's draft is going to be Nate, myself, Eric, and then Connor. So we're going to loop through just like that. So with that being said, Nate, you are first on the clock here with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Let me know. Just tell me this pick so I can write it down.
Well, first of all, Nate, I know you're thinking about your pick, but do you want to trade the pick?
Ooh, that's that's a tough decision, Connor. I've got a big one to think about here, but I think I am going to stick with this pick here and go with Trevor Lawrence. I know it's a big shocker, but I think if I'm the Jags GM and I do anything else with that pick, I'm going to get ran out of town by all the fans.
Quickest GM ever fired.
Yeah, I'd like to keep my job here, so.
All right. Yep. That's all right. We'll do the all caps. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, so Trevor Lawrence goes 1 to the Jags. I am drafting at number 2 now for the New York Jets. And I've been thinking about it, and, we're going to have a future episode, guys, where we take a look back on our mock draft from last season that Connor was kind of alluding to in his intro. You know, we're in a year from now, we're going to look at this. So this is history right here, what we do tonight. So with that being said, I want to take
I know where you're going with this.
I want to take the quarterback that I think is the second best quarterback in the draft. And even though it's not going to happen, you know, this is just our mock draft on what we would do, not what we think is going to do. We have our own personals for that. But I'm going to take Justin Fields, quarterback from Ohio State, to the Jets. I really do think he's the second best quarterback. And in a year from now, we have this to look back on and see if I was right maybe on that or not. And so now I leave Eric with an interesting spot here with the 49ers.
I think you made his job easier, honestly.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, well, I do know a couple of 49ers fans that will be ecstatic if this happens. So I was not expecting this to happen. I had a different game plan going into this for the 49ers, but since he's still available, I'm going to take Zach Wilson. Just like I did for the Jets last week.
Let's hear it, Eric. Who would you have taken if Wilson had gone to the Jets? Which of the three would you have taken?
Well, for like if I was the 49ers GM personally, I would have taken Fields. If I was drafting based on like what I think will happen, based on rumors I'm hearing, I would have taken Trey Lance. But
interesting.
But yeah, so I wasn't sure exactly how this was going to go. Like with if it was going to be like truly fantasy, if we were going to do what we think will happen. But so once Zach took Fields, I was like, okay, well I know where this is going. So
yeah.
It's like I'll scoop Zach Wilson up for the 49ers. So
yep. All right, moving on now to the number 4 pick. Connor's got this one for the Atlanta Falcons. So Connor, are you going to rush to the podium to make the pick or ask for trades here?
Well, depends on the trade. I will ask for trades, but they're going to have to be good ones because there is someone that I want to take at this spot. But if I get a good enough trade offer, then I will accept it. So who wants it? Who wants the number 4 pick?
Taking a look here at my teams. Dolphins, Cowboys, Vikings. Yeah, I have no intentions of trading up. I'll give some time to GM Eric and GM Nate to decide if they want to make a move with any of their teams.
I've got a couple of teams on my list that I feel like would want to trade up, but I think it's going to be too far to trade up for either New England or Washington. I don't.
We don't want to. We don't want to trade back that far.
Okay. That's what I figured. I'll just throw the teams out there and see. So
I guess I'll extend this to Nate though. To like, I'll go within like you've got 2 teams left in the top 10. If either of those teams want to trade up, I'll listen. Outside of that, no.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I don't know. I feel like both these teams probably stay where they're at. Probably stick with our picks.
Okay.
Alrighty. Well, since no one wants to trade, then I will take the guy that I was planning on taking at this spot originally, and that is going to be the tight end out of. Why am I forgetting where he's from? The tight end out of Florida, Kyle Pitts.
Florida.
All right. After no trade was successful there, Atlanta takes Kyle Pitts at 4, and now Nate is back on the board with Cincinnati at 5.
Yeah, so for the Bengals here, I don't think we're going to entertain any trade offers. You definitely need have a big need here, and this pick's going to give us a chance to fill it. We're going to go with Penei Sewell out of Oregon to hopefully keep Joe Burrow on his feet a little bit better this year.
Oregon.
Okay, Sewell is now off the board, and I am at pick number 6 with Miami. I will listen to trades if anybody has a trade. I know Miami's done a lot of wheeling and dealing, but, there's still 2 quarterbacks out there that could go in the first round. So if anybody wants to send me an offer.
This is my thing. Like, I feel like I have a team again, like I mentioned already, like the two teams that I want to trade up, but one of them is New England, which is going to be your rival here. So I'm guessing you're probably hanging up the
We
phone
don't
on
take
me or
too
not
favorable to the New Englanders
I mean,
here
I
in
don't know.
Miami.
I don't know if you'd be willing to. This might be a bit too far for you, but I know the Chicago Bears are interested in trading up in this draft. So
Okay.
if you'd be willing to listen to an offer, I'll make it. But I know that's a bit far down the board. So
I'll take. So you're at 20. I will
Yeah.
take. I'll trade down to 20 with you, and I also want to get in return a second round pick this year and Khalil Mack.
whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That got
that's
interesting.
I mean, I would totally be willing to give you a second round pick this year and a first round next year, but Khalil Mack is untouchable.
Okay.
I apologize.
All right, we want a good playmaker.
Well, let's say, what about that counter offer there, Zach?
No, I don't want to get just one first round pick moving down that far. I would kind of want a player. So I don't.
Well, let me
have
think. I mean,
Allen Robinson.
I was thinking
No,
about Allen Robinson when you mentioned that, but
he's not on a long term deal.
That's the Robinson is also like, we only have one wide receiver on the team pretty much, and it's him. So if we had another good receiver, I'd probably put him up just because I know he wants out, but he's the only receiver, so can't offer up Robinson either.
I think the timer is starting to tick down on the NFL draft, so I'm gonna go ahead and make the pick for the Dolphins here at 6. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna take once again. I think I'm gonna take who I would want. I'm gonna take Jalen Waddle. I do think he is the best receiver in the draft, and pairing the connection there, Tua will be happy. Two Bama guys throwing and catching to each other, so not the worst pick in the world. Yeah, so Waddle 6 to Miami, and now Eric is on the clock with Detroit at 7.
All right, so I made a wide receiver selection kind of early on in the last draft, but he seems to be like falling down boards. So even though like I would probably I really like Devontae Smith, but I'm gonna go with more so who I think Detroit will draft here. I would be interested in listening to trades, but again,
well, do what you want to do, Eric. Don't do what you think Detroit's going to do. Do what you think Detroit should do.
Because in a year, we'll look back on this.
Well, that's true. Yeah. That's true. You're right. That's what we just talked about earlier. You're right. Okay, yeah. Go ahead and give me... Well, what I was going to say was I would be interested in trading down, but the only team, like we already talked with Chicago in the last pick, and then also like New England, but that's another team that I'm drafting for, so I don't really think I can do like a trade with myself.
Well, you can if you want
to. I mean, don't make it cheesy, but like,
would it have to be like y'all would have to like agree to it or something?
Like, I would just have to say that like it can't be anything stupid. Like, oh, I'm gonna trade up for I'm not gonna be we'll give us a 6th-round pick and a ham sandwich, and we'll trade it for this pick to you.
Because Eric, you're gonna be on the record for both of these teams. So if at the end of the day Detroit gets screwed, then you're gonna be looking bad on that.
Okay, so I'll do kind of like a similar one to what Connor had countered for the Miami Chicago one. Like I'll say Detroit and New England swap pick 7 and 15, and then Detroit also gets the second. New England does have a 2nd-round pick, right? I'd still want.
Let me look at that really quick. Hold on.
Trade that away. We probably should make sure real quick. But assuming they do, they'll swap the 1st-round picks this year, the 2nd-rounder, and then a 1st-rounder next year.
Yeah, they have a 2nd-rounder.
Okay, so does that sound fair to you guys?
Yeah, that sounds fair to me.
All right. So
can you repeat that?
So
write down.
Yeah. So they swap their picks this year.
Yeah.
So 15 and then a 2020 2nd-rounder and a 2021 2021 2nd-rounder and 2022 1st-rounder. So
I think this is perfect because New England can get
Actually,
a quarterback.
so yeah, let's do
Let
the
me
yellow
let
highlight.
me look at okay, so yeah. No, I'm gonna do Detroit gets
Okay.
Detroit gets
This is first time
But
here,
yeah,
guys.
so I
yes,
think
New England 2021 first, 2021 second, and 2022 first. Oops.
Okay. Yeah,
And
I
we
think this is a great trade for both teams because it's going to give New England a chance to move up and get a quarterback, which they really need. They brought in a lot of talent in free agency, but they still really need a true quarterback. And then this also gives Detroit, a team who's still in more of a rebuild mode, a chance to collect some more draft assets, but still getting a solid pick at the same time. So,
Yeah.
so with that being said, at pick 7 for the New England Patriots, we will take Trey Lance out of North Dakota State.
All right, so we got to go to Nate for instant reaction. Nate, Trey Lance at 7 here. Do you like it? You like this trade out?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a bad move. I would like to have traded up for Fields, but he's already off the board there, so I don't think it's a bad move at all.
All right.
I mean, I will say,
you're welcome, Nate. You're welcome, Nate.
I will say, for New England's sake, if they want a quarterback, they probably will have to trade up in this draft. So,
right.
So, all right. Well, now this is probably, Atlanta was a bit of an interesting one, but this is probably my biggest position of power for trades will be with the Panthers, because especially now that Eric has traded up with the Patriots to get Trey Lance, there's only one quarterback left on the board that is a first-round talent. So I'm mainly looking at the Denver Broncos and the Chicago Bears if they would like to trade into this spot.
All right, so Nate, you have the Denver Broncos pick. Connor has the Chicago Bears pick. So, I guess Nate, give an offer first if you want to give an offer, and then Connor might negotiate between himself here. What do you want Denver to do?
I don't know. That's a tricky one.
Well, I will say, as the Broncos, you would not have to offer me as much because I'm only moving down one spot. So,
right.
Whereas, like, the Bears would have to give
true.
me quite a bit more.
Yeah.
I guess it's just, Nate, do you think Denver really needs a quarterback or not? Or like, were you planning on drafting a quarterback for them?
I was thinking about it, but I don't know. I might just stay where we're at.
Okay.
No offer from Denver.
No, all right. So Chicago, obviously going to offer their pick this year. I'm probably going to do a similar trade to what happened between New England and Detroit, because it is a little bit further down. So let me make sure Chicago actually has a second rounder before I do anything, because we don't know.
I would just say, just assume they do, just for the purposes of this. Like,
I mean, I can look at it really. I mean, Google is a fast thing. So yeah, they have a number 2. They have a second round pick. Okay, so, but I'm also, since I'm trading down to number 20, I am going to make Chicago also throw in a 5th rounder from 2022. So they got to give me quite a bit, because
Are you also throwing a future first in there?
Yeah, like it's the same as the Detroit with New England, but I'm also throwing in a 5th rounder because, I'm giving up my opportunity to probably draft one of these wide receivers or something here. So, so we're gonna go. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
So Carolina gets Chicago, a 2022 first and a 2022 5th round pick. All right, so with that being said, trading up for a quarterback, Chicago, the obvious pick here, obviously, is the Chicago Bears with the ace selection. Take the quarterback out of Alabama, Mac Jones.
There we go. So the 5 quarterbacks have now gone. So that's like a relief off everybody's shoulder, But I don't think anyone's gonna stretch and take a quarter. Maybe we will. I don't know.
Oh, geez. Are there any other quarterbacks?
Trask, Mond.
If someone wants to take Kyle Trask here, like.
Okay, so now Denver. Nate, you've been getting a couple of offers for this to move up, but you're staying pat. What's it going to be here for Denver?
Yeah, so I was thinking about moving up to draft a quarterback, Mac Jones, but I don't really know if he'd be that huge of an upgrade over Drew Lock. If it was someone like Justin Fields or even Trey Lance around here, might have considered it, but they were both off the board, so we're gonna go with a position of need here. I think probably, arguably one of the best available here. I'm gonna go with Micah Parsons out of Penn State to kind of fill some holes in the middle of that Denver defense there.
Okay, Parsons goes there at 9. I am back on the clock here with the Dallas Cowboys. So I'm willing to move down a couple spots. I would only take offers with the Giants, Eagles, and Chargers if those teams want to move up to number 10 to get somebody.
I think the Eagles might want to trade up to get somebody.
Okay. What will you offer me in addition to the pick swap, Philly?
Let's see here. So I'll give you the pick swap. You're only moving down 2 spots, so you're not moving down that far. I'll give you. Let's see. So 2021 first. I'll give you is a second round pick.
Yeah.
How about just a second round pick this year, not a first round pick next year, but just a second round this year.
I'll take that.
Okay. All right, so let's see here.
So Dallas gets.
I don't know why for some reason on my thing it says that this yellow is dark gray. Looks pretty yellow.
I'm gonna.
The Cowboys and Eagles making a rivalry trade here.
Yeah,
well, I guess I think the Cowboys are pretty confident they can probably still get who they want at this spot. So
exactly.
So Connor frozen over.
Wait, let me.
All right, so hold on. Let me make sure I get the right. Yeah. You got the right colors. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, the reason why I wanted to trade up here is because I'm more so worried about the Giants taking. I don't know if the Giants would take him or not, but who knows what would happen here. I just want to make sure we get him. As the Philadelphia Eagles, there are still 2 very talented receivers on the board, and I want to get Jamar Chase out of LSU.
All right. Jamar Chase goes to Philly in that trade up. Now the Giants kind of in the middle of all this. Eric, that's you.
The reason why I didn't want to make the trade was because we did want a wide receiver, and I would have been fine with either Chase or Devontae Smith. I knew I'd be able to get one of them, so that's why I didn't want to trade. I didn't realize I was muted earlier. That's about it. So, so the Giants are going to happily take Devontae Smith here at pick 11.
All right. Devontae Smith to New York. Now I'm picking back again for Dallas, and I'm going to take the guy that seems to always go to Dallas in mock drafts. I think is going to be a really good corner. I'm going to take Patrick Surtain.
Still got the guy you wanted.
Yeah, I still got the guy I wanted, and I got an additional second round pick, so I'm happy about that. I'm feeling good about how this mock drafts have been going. Nate, you have the next pick here for another AFC West team at pick 13, the LA Chargers. So, what are the Chargers going to do here at 13?
So we're kind of hoping Pat Surtain was also our guy. We're actually open to taking any trade offers from any teams looking to trade up here. Probably looking at Minnesota, Detroit, Arizona, but any offers would be definitely heard here before we make our pick.
I think I'm good at staying put with my people here.
I'm
Yeah,
good
and
as well.
I already made a trade with Detroit.
Yeah.
Trading down, so
Yeah.
we're not gonna trade back up.
Right. So then in that case, I think we are gonna stay. Patrick Tane's off the board, but we are gonna stay with our thoughts. We're going with the corner here. We're gonna take the next best available corner in my off the board in what's his name? I was trying to pull up the
Horn.
Horn. That's what I
JC
was trying to
Horn.
pull up
So I
the
thought.
sheet there, but yeah, Horn out of South Carolina, I think is our guy there.
All right. JC Horn goes another corner, and I've got another pick here now for the Minnesota Vikings at pick 14. I am just gonna make the pick here. I'm not gonna listen to a trade. I'm gonna take Rashawn Slater, tackle from Northwestern. I think this is a good value. The second offensive lineman to go so far, courtesy of all the trades that are happening. So happy that Minnesota gets Slater. Now we're at pick 16 or pick 15. So this is now Detroit's pick. Was originally New England's pick. And Eric, you were going to make this pick for Detroit.
Yeah, so this is a pick I made in the last one as well, but I was hoping by some miracle one of the receivers would fall. I didn't think it would happen, but we do have a need for offensive linemen as well. So we're going to take Christian Darrisaw out of Virginia Tech, the offensive tackle, to boost up our offensive line.
All right. Darrisaw at 15. And now at the halfway point in the draft, Arizona. Connor, you were controlling them. So what's it going to be?
Yeah, this is definitely interesting spot to be in here. Man, none of the receivers are left. Horn is already off the board. I guess this is actually pretty tough. I guess if I am the Arizona Cardinals, like I said, with Horn off the board, I'm going to go, and there's no corner. Like I said, cornerbacks are our biggest need, but I feel like I might be reaching a little bit here if I take one of the corners that's left, given who's still left on the board. There's obviously not any terribly good wide receivers left on the board at the moment, I guess, for as high I am. So I'm going to take our next biggest need, and that's offensive line, and I'm going to go with Elijah Vera Tucker.
All right, the run on offensive linemen's happening. Slater, Darrisaw, Vera Tucker, back to back there. Moving on to number 17, Las Vegas Raiders. Nate, you control this pick for Vegas. What are you going to make for this one?
So that's there's a few different places I could go here. A few different needs for the Raiders. I don't think they'd want to trade down here. Looking at the teams below, I don't see any that would totally make sense. Let's see, so I think we're gonna we're gonna go after. Darrisaw's already off the board. We're gonna go with Morig here, I think.
Trayvon Morig.
Yep.
Morig at 17.
Morig, yep.
All right. I've got pick number 18 for the Miami Dolphins. I actually had their pick earlier, and I took Jalen Waddle. I don't know if anybody's interested in a trade up, but Washington, Carolina, Indy, I'll listen to them.
I think Carolina
Tennessee.
is okay where we're at the moment.
The football team is also good with where they're at.
All right. I'm just gonna make the pick then. I'm gonna take Najee Harris.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think Harris is gonna be a great fit for Miami. I think they can't risk not getting him, in my opinion. So I'm gonna say they get Harris. Yeah, a little surprise there.
That's a little bit of a surprise. I know. A lot of mocks had him go in there like at the start, but now I don't see like any mocks of them taking him anymore. So
we'll see.
Interesting.
Eric, Eric, you have the next pick now for Washington football team at 19.
All right. Football team fans and Notre Dame fans, forgive me if I pronounce this wrong, but we're going to take Jeremiah Owuzu Koromoa. Give us a linebacker, boost up that defense a little bit. I'm pretty excited that he made it this far. I thought he would be gone by now, so we will happily take him.
All right, and now this was courtesy the trade, but Carolina Panthers are selecting here for Connor at pick 20. So you have your pick here now, Connor.
Yeah. I'm really. It's definitely a tough pick because I'm between two guys right now. I'm between a corner and an offensive lineman, but offensive lineman is the bigger need for Carolina at the moment. And like I said, a corner would be nice, but offensive line is just bigger, and I think this guy is where he should be in the draft. I'm going to go with Tevin Jenkins out of Oklahoma State.
All right. Tevin Jenkins with no G. Okay. Indianapolis Colts are now on the board here at 21. Nate, you're picking for the Colts.
All right, so Colts. Again, I think I'm gonna hold on to this pick because the Colts do have pretty big need to fill, and then we're gonna take top edge rusher at least off our board here and go with Kwity Paye out of Michigan.
Right.
Kwity Paye, Caleb's favorite name to say.
Yep.
Okay. Division rival here for me at pick 22, Tennessee Titans. I am going to make another pick. I don't know why there's a 0 over here, but I'm going to go ahead and pick who I think is going to end up being the best edge rusher. I'm going to go Jalen Phillips for Miami. I think he's got some injury concerns, obviously, with the concussions, but I think if he can be healthy, I think he's going to be the best in the class. So I'm going to take Phillips here for the Titans. Desperately need edge rusher. And I'll pass it over to Eric to pick for the New York Jets. Are already getting Justin Fields from me in the draft.
Yeah, so obviously since the Jets are a team with a lot of needs, I will listen to trades if anybody feels like any of the teams that are below me, all the way to Tampa, if anybody feels like there's someone on the board that they think won't make it to them or anything like that, I will happily listen to offers.
As the New Orleans Saints, I might want to trade up.
Okay.
Not the Steelers, but the Saints might want to.
I'm the Browns. I'll trade up.
Okay, so I'll listen to offers from both of you. Oh, I guess let me ask Nate. Nate, any of your teams might want to move up here?
I'm thinking about either, I don't know if the Jags would need to, or maybe Green Bay. Green Bay might be too far though.
No, I'll listen all the way to Tampa. So anybody in the first round, I'll take the best offers.
Good.
I'll consider any and all offers.
It's a good thing I just looked. The Saints do have a second round pick, so
the Jets have like a ton of needs. So
yeah, obviously.
Okay.
So I'm willing to collect some assets here to trade down. So
well,
whoever wants to go first.
As the Saints, I'll offer you.
Let me write these down.
This is my first offer. It could change depending on what offer you get from Zach, since I know it's Cleveland, he wants to trade up. But for starters, I'll give you my second round pick this year, and along with that second round pick, I will give you another second round pick from 2022.
Okay, that's a pretty solid offer. Zach, what do you got for the Browns?
All right. For the Browns, I will, since I'm only, how many spots is this? 3 spots. I'll give you my second, and that's it. So.
Okay, and then Nate, did you want to offer for any of your teams?
I was looking at the board again, and I don't know if there's anybody that these guys would decide to trade up for. So I think I'm probably going to stay put here for now.
All right. Well, I will say between the offer I got from Zach and Connor, I do like Connor's offer a lot better. So, Zach, I don't know if you're still interested, but unless you can offer me something better than what Connor's got here, then I'm
yeah. So I've got the second rounder this year, and I'll throw in a next year's fourth rounder. So I don't know if that does anything to you or not, but that's as high as I'll go.
Yeah, I mean, if Connor's spot was like way farther down, I would probably take that, but it's only 2 more spots, so I get a future second instead of a fourth. So
yeah,
I'm going to stick with Connor's offer. So I will take the trade from the Saints and move down to pick 28.
All right. All right, so it should be New Orleans 2021 first.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll do the recap here. So they're trading down, what is that, like 6 spots here?
From 23 to 28.
Yeah, and then they're also getting a second round in this draft and a second round in next year's draft. So quite a trade here. I'm interested to see who Connor's going to take now with New Orleans.
Oh, this is interesting. I didn't even see that you typed that. That's weird. Hold on, let me reload the sheets. But anyway, while I'm doing that, so I wanted to trade up here because the biggest need for the New Orleans Saints right now is cornerback, and I feel like this guy probably won't be there by the time it gets to us at 28. So I'm going to take Caleb Farley at this spot.
All right, Caleb Farley goes at 23 to New Orleans, and now Connor's back again on the clock with Pittsburgh at 24. Now, before you make the pick, I will offer a similar trade that I made Eric as the Browns to move out 2 spots. But I will, instead of it being a 2022 fourth, I'll do a this year's 7th. So you'll get a second this year and a 7th this year.
If you want to give me a 6th, then I'll do it.
All right, I'll do the 6th
because I feel like the guy. I'm okay.
I'll do the 6th.
That's
Connor, you're gonna trade with the Browns?
I am. I mean, because I think unless something unforeseen happens, the guy that I want is still gonna be there. So, and I get some
making history in this draft.
and I get some compensation for it. So,
Yep.
Because I know the Browns aren't going to take who I want for sure, and I'm pretty sure the Jaguars won't either. So,
yeah, I think it's a smart trade for both teams. I just want to be sure the guy I get. So, Pittsburgh gets Cleveland's 2021 first, the 2021 second,
and a 2021 sixth.
2021 sixth. So, why did I do this trade to move up 2 spots here? Maybe I gave up too much, but I'm going to take, I think, a really dynamic wide receiver, Kadarius Toney. I want to make sure I get him in front of Jacksonville.
Ooh. He's going to snipe him from Jacksonville.
I don't know if I sniped Nate or not, but I just wanted to make sure I get him for Cleveland.
I don't know if you sniped him, but I know, like, in real life, that's who the Jaguars might be going after. So
he would be sniped for me if this happened. But yeah. So I'm happy for the Browns to be able to do that. And Nate, you are now on the board here with Jacksonville at 25. Did I take the guy you wanted?
Yes, that was a little bit of a snipe there. That's what I was gonna go with.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. But I do think that would be the way to go. Get Urban Meyer's a Percy Harvin type guy there. But since that's no longer an option, I think back to the draft board here, and I think Baishi's going to go best available here, I think, for out of the Jags, since this is kind of, a free pick, essentially. So second first round pick here. I think we're going to go with, I'm going to bring in Zaven Collins from Tulsa. I think kind of really, he can kind of play a few different linebacker spots, I feel like, and kind of help them out there, especially if they have to make a decision on Miles Jack or anything like that in the coming season. So,
Yeah, I'm a fan. I know it's not necessarily like a big need for the team, but I am a fan. I'm a fan of Collins, so that's why I like the pick. I don't have a problem with it, and I think he is really good. So,
Yeah,
Right.
I'm cool with that.
yep. So now Connor is going to make the pick for Pittsburgh. Now, probably still going to get the guy he wants here.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah. No, I knew the guy that I wanted was still. I would have been a little bit worried, but as soon as the Jets didn't take him, I was like, all right, now I know this guy's going to be here because I knew the Browns obviously have Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb, and the Jaguars have James Robinson. So me at number 26 taking Travis Etienne was still going to be a safe bet.
Right. Etienne goes to Pittsburgh here at 26, and now with back-to-back picks for Eric here with the Ravens and Jets, but you have the Ravens first.
Yeah, this worked out pretty. I think these trades worked out pretty well for everybody.
Yeah.
Baltimore, for them. I'm getting somebody that I'm pretty happy is still there. We've obviously lost some of our pass rushing, so we're going to need some help there. And I feel like that's a pretty good value here. Give me, again, Georgia fans and Ravens fans, forgive me if I pronounce this wrong, but Azeez Ojulari from Georgia, I'm going to take him for the Ravens. And for the Jets, I would have wanted him as well, but I feel like Baltimore will scoop him up if he falls to them here, if the draft plays out like this. But obviously with the Jets, having a lot of needs, we can feel free to head to other positions. So for the Jets, we're going to go with wide receiver Terrace Marshall out of LSU and get a weapon for our new quarterback.
All right. So Jets taking a receiver there. And now Nate has his last pick of the draft with Green Bay. So Nate, what's this pick going to be?
Yeah, so I think the Packers have, at least in their fans' minds, probably a pretty good idea of where they should go with this pick. They didn't make it happen last year, but they're going to kind of correct some mistakes here and go with Rashad Bateman out of Minnesota to get finally try and bring in some more help for Aaron Rodgers outside of Devontae Adams.
All right. Bateman goes at 29. Now I have the Buffalo Bills pick here at 30. This is a tough spot to be in, late in the first round here, but oh boy. All right, I'm gonna take Gregory Rousseau. Has high upside. I think he can fit well with the Bills and be a good player for them, and definitely a possibility. So take Rousseau, and then Eric has another pick here with Baltimore. Baltimore's other pick is courtesy of Eric. So pick 31, Eric. Who's this going to be?
Sorry, hold on.
Oh, you're fine.
I don't know why I forgot. I forgot that they had that pick and not the Chiefs, so that kind of threw me off.
Oh,
that was all for not being fully prepared there. But okay, so since the Ravens, I gotta obviously make a complete change of plans here. But okay, so for the Ravens, we already got a pass rusher. So we're not going to go there. It's because I know we're not doing trades with like teams with second round picks, since we're not going into the second round. I would feel like I'd be in a spot where for the Ravens where we could trade into the second round and collect more assets. But since we're not going to do that, I am going to just head over to the I know, man, it's tough. I'm going to go with the tight end position actually and get Pat Fryermuth out of Penn State.
Ooh,
Wow.
very interesting.
Baltimore loves their tight ends, but wow.
We do.
And now
I'd be okay with the Ravens taking him. By the way,
I don't know. I feel like they have so many tight ends, like Mark
I mean,
Andrews and Boyle, and
well, they need wide receivers, and in this draft they haven't taken a wide receiver, so I am okay with that.
Well, DJ Chark's
well, yeah,
not
you're
available.
okay with that being a Steelers fan. That's what you're saying.
DJ Chark's not available, and
yeah,
all the top guys got drafted already. So
okay, the 32nd and final pick. Connor has this for Tampa Bay. So what's this pick gonna look like?
Well, similar to Eric, I feel like I could be in a position here to trade into the second round with Tampa, but since we're not going to do that, I feel like this is actually a pretty easy pick for me. Obviously Tampa Bay being a team that won the Super Bowl, they're a team that doesn't have a lot of needs at the moment. And in my regular mock draft, this guy's not on the board by the time it gets to them. But since he is still here at this moment, they need another more D lineman is never a bad thing for them. So I'm going to go with Christian Barmore from Alabama.
All right, Christian Barmore. And so that will conclude the first round, guys. So I know there was a lot of trades going on. We were thinking on the fly and everything. So we will do a quick recap of this. So I will go through the first 10 picks. Select the first 6 stay the same with the original teams here. So Jacksonville takes Trevor Lawrence. The New York Jets take Justin Fields. That was me. San Francisco at 3 will take Zach Wilson. Atlanta at 4 will take Kyle Pitts. At 5, Cincinnati will take Penei Sewell. At 6, Miami Dolphins take Jalen Waddle. And here's where the trade starts. So New England trades up with Detroit at 7, and Eric takes Trey Lance there at this. In the trade, they, of course, they swap, and then they also get a second rounder this year and a first rounder next year. Due to Lions get. And then we have another trade at 8. Chicago moves up from 20 all the way up to 8 to take Mac Jones, and that was Connor. Carolina, who was originally there, they do the swap as well as getting a second round this year, a first round next year, and a 5th round next year as well. So all those picks go to Carolina. At number 9, the Denver Broncos stay pat, and they take Micah Parsons. And then at 10, the Eagles and Cowboys make a trade. Eagles move up 2 spots to take Jamar Chase, and Dallas in return gets a second rounder next year, or second rounder this year. And Connor, you can go through 11 through 20 here.
Yeah, so then at number 11, the New York Giants, they get the guy that they wanted, Devontae Smith, wide receiver from Alabama. The Dallas Cowboys, they traded down to number 12 in the trade with the Eagles and take Patrick Surtain. The Los Angeles Chargers stay at number 13 and take J.C. Horn, the cornerback. Minnesota stays at number 14 and takes Rashawn Slater, offensive tackle. Detroit, in the trade with New England, they traded down here to number 15 and they got Christian Darrisaw, the offensive tackle out of Virginia Tech. The Arizona Cardinals stay in the same spot at number 16 and take Elijah Vera Tucker. The Las Vegas Raiders stay at number 17 to take Trayvon Moehrig. The Miami Dolphins stay at number 18 to take Alabama's big bruising running back Najee Harris. The Washington football team, even though someone at my work always likes to call them the Redskins still, but they are the Washington football team, stay at number 19 to take Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. There is an H on the end of his name, by the way. And the Carolina Panthers, in their trade with the Chicago Bears, moving down to number 20, take Tevin Jenkins, offensive tackle.
Yep. And then at pick 21, the Indianapolis Colts take Kwity Paye. At pick 22, the Tennessee Titans take Jalen Phillips. At 23, we have another trade here. New Orleans trades up with the New York Jets to take Caleb Farley. And in that trade, the Jets also get a second rounder this year and a second rounder next year. And then at pick number 24, the Cleveland Browns move up a couple of spots, making a trade with the Pittsburgh Steelers to take Kadarius Toney. Pittsburgh gets a second rounder this year and a sixth rounder this year as well. And then at pick 25, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Zaven Collins. And then as a result of that trade, Pittsburgh now at 26, they take Travis Etienne. And then pick 27, the Baltimore Ravens take Azeez Ojulari. And then at pick number 28, the New York Jets, sliding down 5 spots here, take Terrace Marshall, the wide receiver from LSU. And then at pick 29, Green Bay gets a wide receiver, Rashad Bateman out of Minnesota. And then at pick 30, Buffalo Bills select Gregory Rousseau, a pass rusher from Miami. At pick 31, the Baltimore Ravens get a tight end, Pat Freiermuth here, another tight end for Baltimore. And then at pick 32, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers take Christian Barmore, defensive tackle from Alabama. So that concludes Mock Draft 2.0, guys. All those trades and everything. It was a lot of fun to do with the trades and get the different offers and decide. So always fun to do these mock drafts with you guys with trades. And yeah, we're gonna look back at this from a year from now and see how these rookies turn out on the teams that they do end up going to in real life. So we'll judge the picks then, guys. But thanks to everybody for listening and watching. And like I said, we at the start of the episode, make sure to check out the YouTube live stream. Even if you just want to chat for a little bit about the draft, certainly feel free to do that. We'll take questions and give our reaction to the picks. We'll have the ESPN draft screen up so you can see all the picks and everything as they come in. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So can't wait for that. But until then, guys, remember, be clutch.
Bye.
Peace.